Hello, guys. Have you found yourself in a situation that you can understand English quite well, but you just cannot speak it frequently? So, this phenomenon is really common for lots of language learners. Today's video, I'll dive into this topic and I'll explain you why you can understand, but you cannot speak, and see how we can fix it. So, first of all, I think the first reason is because of the input and output imbalance. We all know that English is a language that you have to do lots of input and lots of output. But for most people, even students who are studying in a regular traditional school, they don't have too much resources or too much time for their students to do output. They only give students some input like listening or writing, but they don't have to give every student enough time to do a presentation or to express themselves because they don't have that resources and the time. That will lead to a result. People just can listen some words and sentence, but they do not actually speak it. Maybe I just listen a video, but I don't have a chance to just express the content of the video by myself. I don't have that chance, so I don't have that practice as. So this is the input and output ratio imbalanced. I just read a book, and the author is blah 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 blah, really professional people that research the language. He said the perfect ratio between input and output is 30% to 70%. But as I observed that most of the language learners, they all do input too much and they don't have any enough time to do the output. So I suggested that you have to do more output than input. If you learn something today, you have to transfer this input to output. Like for example, if I learn some content on YouTube or just from the traditional school, I would express myself to someone, even though I don't have a partner to practice to let me share with it. I'll just mimic that I have a physical friend. I have a friend that in front of me, or I just turn on the camera to make a video to share something that I have learned. So only this way you can just transfer what you have learned to solid your output, your knowledge. If you do not have this process, it's really easy for you to forget what you have learned. So and number two reason is that fear and less of confidence. So some people just even me have a fear that I'm not a native speaker. What if I pronounce some word wrong and people just laugh at me and I feel so embarrassed or something like that? Every people has that emotion and have that mind in your brain. It's going to match your mouth. So how to conquer this mind? Just imagine that you are just a baby and this language is not your mother tongue, so it's really normal for people to speak it mistakenly or pronounce it not so that perfect or have a accent. It's really normal. Just imagine, how could you blame a baby to speak something wrong? So just be confident to your accent to pronounce, and do not take other people's words as a shit. And the third reason for why you can understand English but you cannot speak it, it should be that you do not have a logic system in your mind, because speaking is something that you should actively to do the output. You have to a logic that in your mind. If, for example, if you want to say something, you have to give your own point. You have to say a principle and some sentence to support your viewpoint. If you don't have the logic, that you just cannot speak it. Because, like, for example, let's say, oh, I see this cup is beautiful, and then you would say, I like the color, I like this is a Chinese character, so I like the character, I like blah blah blah. You have to give a few viewpoint and the sentence to prove what you are saying right now. So this is a kind of active process. But input, you just listen, you just reading, you don't have to maybe do this kind of complex process in your brain. So that's much easier. But speaking is something that you share to the others. You have to do the complex in your brain really really fast, and then you can speak, right? So I think the third reason is that you don't build up a logic system that in your brain. So how to save it is just practice more and more. If you practice your logic in your brain, and next time when you just meet a native speaker, you can just use this logic system. But if you never build up this kind of logic system in your brain, it's going to be mud at the next time either. So this is my suggestion, and you guys can try it, because I'm not a native speaker and I'm learning English right now. So we can grow up together. If you are interested in any language learning, just subscribe my channel. And if you are a native speaker, just you are always welcome to leave a comment as below, and I will be always welcome you guys to point out my pronunciation mistake or accent, something like that. Goodbye.